Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that object, right? And also previous all that our videos, I have already discussed about that things with you. How can you store single data in your variable? Now in this video, I'm going to discuss about how to store list of data to your variable with using the JavaScript array. I want to show you the live example. Right now I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything and that will be as a JavaScript array. Okay, JavaScript array. So first of all, I want to declare one of the variable with the let. I name it as a friend. Okay, friends. I name it one of the variable name as a friends, and then here I want to put some of the name. Like I put one of the name with the square bracket and then the single quote. Into the single quote area, I want to put one of the name value as a Ariyan, and then I want to pass another one value as a Jackma, another friend name. I want to use it as a Raju. Okay, so that will be our three of this name. I simply declare three of this name. I take the things with this variable as a friends variable, and here I want to do now I want to display it. That will be as a console, and then the log, console log our variable name, right? Our variable name, I name it as a friends, so that will be as a friends. Now if you print it, like I just click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now successfully print our three of this value as the Ariyan and then the Jackma and the Raj, right? So now it's perfectly display. And here one things you have to understand, it's very important, literally that will be needed. Like that is one of the array data. You can see there's a prototype as an array prototype. So into this array that will be actually started from to the 0. Okay, you can see spelling mistake. Ariyan, so that will be the Ariyan, Jackma and Raju. Now click as a save all. I want to refresh it again. Now you can see it's now showing as a Ariyan, Jackma and then the Raju. So as I told you, all that array is started from the 0 index. So that is a 0 index, and there is a 1 index, and there is a 2 index. Always remember array is actually started from to the 0. So that is the length. You can see there is a length as a 3. So like right now there is a 3, and array is started from to the 0. That means if you want to get that our specific this length, that will be as a first index as a 0 index, and then the second one data will be as a 1 index, and then the 3 data will be as a 2 index. Remember that part, array is started from to the 0 index. So if you want to get that first data, then you have to declare as a 0 index. Okay. Now if you want to get that our first index data, like that is our first index as it should be started from by the 0, right? So if you want to get this data, like I want to do and to print it, that is a console and then the log, and into the console log, and that is our friends, right? So that is our friends. So into this friends area here, if you want to pass that object as I told you before, that will be as a single, that will be the square bracket, and into this square bracket here I want to pass our which data. I want to get that our first index data. First index will be started as a 0 value, right? So that will be as a 0 index. How much easy it is, you can see. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now perfectly get that name as Ariyan. So if you want to get that as a 3, as a 2, so that means that will be as a 2 index. I make it as a 2. Now click as a save all. Now that should be display as a Raju. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now display as a Raju. And now if you also want to display the type, you can also check the type. That means what type of variable is that. Okay, you can also check it. Like I make it as a console.log, and here that will be as a type of, right? That will be as a type of, and type of our these friends. I want to pass it. I want to check that our this type. Now click as a save all. Now that should be display our type. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now display as an object. And when that will be as an object, so into the object always there have some of the method, always they have some of the property. I have already discussed about that things with you before when we discuss about that object. So into this object area I have created one of the property name as a name, age, and then hobby, right? So that is all that property. And also into this object area they have some of the method. Like I show you, like they have some of the default method as a length. You can see there is some of the length method. If you want to load it, like I want to do, I make it as a console and then the log, and into the console log, and that is our friends. That means that is our variable. So here I want to do with this, I want to declare one of the Method, you can see there is so many method actually, and also they have one of the method as a length. You can see there is a length method. So now I want to use it as a length. So if you want to use it, then that will be display. Click on the save all. Right now in our array, how many length is that? That will be actually display. It should be count this value. Like if you now click the refresh, now you can see it's now display as a 3. Right now they have the 3. So if you want to add new one, I want to add new one. I just name it as a Kazi. Okay, I make it as a Kazi. Click as a save all. Now go there. Now that should be updated as a 4. You can see it's now perfectly get out this property method. So that is a default method as a length. Also they have some of the property. So that is by default everything. If you use that any object into this object area, just remember that things into this object that should be some of the property and there should be some of the method. Okay. So there is a default one. I make it as a length. Everything is great. So that is the pretty basic of the JavaScript array. In our next video, I'm going to discuss about that functions. Okay. So first of all, we will actually learn all that basic things. Later, step by step, we'll go more deep. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.